صلاة الله سلام الله على طه رسول الله.
When we look at the sun and the moon, we notice that they are roughly the same size. When we witness a solar eclipse, this fact is even more evident. According to the magicians at NASA, the apparent similarity in size between these celestial spheres of light is an illusion, and that the sun is somehow millions of times greater in size than the moon. It was therefore necessary for these global scientists to invent the solar system to account for this illusion. For these magicians, it was necessary to convince the world that the Quran, Bible, and all religious books were wrong, and that contrary to what Allah SWT tells us, the sun, not the earth, is the center of the universe. So a solar system is not possible if the sun and the moon are of similar sizes. To address this problem, they tell us that the sun's diameter is 400 times larger than the moon's, while also coincidentally being 400 times further away. These new figures solve their problem with the sensible observation that the sun and the moon are the same size. Much closer to the truth is that the sun is 3,500 miles away from the earth, and both the sun and moon are approximately 32 miles in diameter. To understand the incredible size of this fictional solar system, let us scale everything down into something tangible. Picture a giant football pitch. The distance between the opposing goalposts is 93 million miles. Inside one goal is the earth, inside the other goal is the sun. Using this scale, the sun would be just under a metre in diameter, about waist height. Accordingly, the earth would be 8 millimeters wide, i.e. the size of a pea. We can see the sun is small compared to the size of the football pitch, but the earth is almost non-existent. Imagine this size sun shining its rays of light over this distance to light up the pea-sized earth, to create the bright daylight which we all experience. Now imagine something even more out of this world. This distant sun radiating its incredible heat over 93 million miles to the earth. Does that look possible? Can such a small sun radiate so much heat and light over such a vast distance? If a sun could generate such an enormous amount of energy every day in every direction, I am sure it would burn itself out. If this seems possible, then show me one example of a meter-high heat source that can project so much heat in all directions that it can keep a rotating pea warm when it is the length of a football pitch away. Now let us look at this pea-sized Earth in relation to their proposed distant sun. Here the Earth floats inside the mouth of the goal. To the north and south of the globe are ice caps, the poles, where the temperatures can drop below -50 degrees Celsius, that's -58 degrees Fahrenheit. Just a little way down on the equator, we get the temperatures of 30 degrees Celsius, which is 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Such an enormous difference in temperature is apparently caused by a heat source 93 million miles away. Is this feasible? Is this scientifically possible? Added to that, they say that the spherical Earth is tilted at 23.4 degrees, making it even colder at the furthest pole. When viewed in context, it is very hard to believe such a small tilt on such a tiny Earth would make any difference at all to the temperature from a heat source 93 million miles away. NASA say they have a satellite in space which is part of their Solar Dynamics Observatory. It takes fantastic close-up photographs of the sun. This incredible camera apparently orbits the Earth at a distance of over 35,000 kilometers away. From there, it is able to take snapshots of the sun, which they say is 93 million miles away. Tell me, what is the point of getting your camera closer to the sun by a few thousand miles when the sun is still millions of miles or kilometers away? Surely such an orbit would not achieve any more than if it was still on Earth. This is obviously impossible. The reality is that these images are taken by a land-based observatory and the sun is only 3,500 miles away.